You guys let me know how the game sounds, okay? Well, I like the music. The music is like legitimate good. Yeah, this is for my marathon of games. So we're gonna do like one stream of it and see what we think of the game. Collection. Okay. Latest news. This is like an update. Okay. Skip read dialogue text. Let's see if there's like subtitles. You know, I always like subtitles. Is there subtitles in the game? No? Okay, hopefully. Okay, I don't know if there's subtitles, like we'll figure that out once we play. Alright, you know what? Let's start. Hold on. I'm gonna check the font size. Yeah, the volume seems okay. Alright, let's start a new game. Enter game name. Alexandra's Legacy. And done. Alright. Anton Rain has been elected the fourth president of the Sorland amidst a deep recession, demands for reform, and external pressures. His victory followed a campaign focused on turning a new page and recovery from economic hardship. Striking a chord with a divided electorate. Now as his administration takes shape, uncertainty lingers in the House of Power. Rain faces a nation burdened by institutional fatigue, cautious optimism, and the quiet urging of change. Alright, so I'm gonna assume that's Anton Rain is us. Republic of Sorland, main story. Governor, president, population 36 million. Okay. Economy in recession. I don't know what that means, but cool. Recession influenced major power. Alright. Risia, Romustora, King Romustora has ascended to the throne. You know, we're not gonna read this, guys. Like, I think these are supposed to be our rivals. Kingdom of Risia and Romustoras might be like a rival or friend. We'll figure it out once we play. 40 million, Rising, gas, gold, and wine. Alright. And Scorland. Cool. Alright. Risia. Alright, Risia's like smaller than us. Like Scorland is kind of big, not gonna lie. And we have like a big lake. Like, is this like an actual place that exists, or is this like made up? Alright, you know what? Let's just start the game. Let's start the story. I have no idea if this is like made up or if this actually exists. But yeah, let's start the game. Let's see what Caesaren's about, you know? Next week I'm gonna do a pure VTuber, by the way. If you guys are also interested in that, please let me know. Like, please let me know in the chat. You are my enslavement and my freedom. You are my flesh burning like a rana. You are my country. 1998, Kingdom of Scorland. You opened your eyes to this war. You came from... Ooh, okay, shows matter. Let's go. A wealthy family in the city of Lavisher. A middle-income family in the city of Osborne. An impoverished family in the city of Dare. Honestly, let's go with number 3. An impoverished family in the city of Dare. Yeah. Like, I don't want to be rich, man. I want us to know, like, that we have to work hard for what we got. Oh my goodness. Stupid. Sorry guys, there was like a mosquito on the screen of the computer. Ew. Your parents named you Anton. As the only son of a farmer, you spent your childhood among wheat fields. Life was not easy. You were too poor to afford good education. The Rain family was caring regardless of the economical dark situation. Your parents always did their best to support you. Yeah, honestly, that sounds good. That sounds cool. The years pass. 1923, September 9. During a history class at school, the bell started to ring unexpectedly. You hear a loud commotion outside. As everyone tried to figure out what was going on, the principal announced the historic revolution. The kingdom was no more. The Republic of Scotland was born. You did not fully understand. You were happy that you have to take the day off. You were somewhat worried. Nah. Now you know what? I was happy I got to take the day off, guys. Months after Republic was proclaimed, life around you changed. You watched friends and family face uncertainty, economic hardship, a scatter unrest and resistance from those tied to the old order. Oh my god. In the struggle you... Alright, this is sounding kind of like more realistic now. And yeah, that's kind of heavy. In the struggle you envy those who escape it all and wish for an easier path, easier resources. Saw both pain and perseverance and saw balance between the two. Felt the weight they carry and chose to shoulder even more. I wonder what this means. Because here it says easier resources and here it says harder resources. Is this like the difficulty that they're telling me to play on? Because if that's the case, I'm going in the middle. Oh, hi Niji! Welcome, welcome! I have you on the big TV while I make a pizza. Nice! We're trying to figure out what this means. I think this is difficulty. I'm gonna play on normal. Just because, like, I don't want to play on easy. Thank you for being the first, Niji. Yeah, I decided to start streaming at the end of the day today. Because, you know, I was kind of like, nah, I know it's late, but maybe I could squeeze one game, you know? So both pain and perseverance and so balance between the two. Let's go in the middle. I like that. After graduating, you passed the university exam with high marks. Let's go! Even though your family was poor, the public education system made it possible to go to the university. Great! I like that. You have the opportunity to choose between several studies. You chose streaking for presidency. I mean, yeah, I'll take it. Thank you for streaking for the presidency, but you're actually streaking for the president. Okay, me. Thank you for the 5-day stream, my friend. Appreciate it. And let's give you a shout out as my second in command. I chose law at the Holston State University, economics at the Lafstern Business School, history at the Dare University of Culture. What do I want to study? I like history, I like law. I don't really care about economics. I'll be honest, guys. Economics can be good, but like, I'm not good with math already. Let's go with history. During the first year, you attended a lecture with David Winsey. He was a well-known diplomat. Your teacher and mentor from university, he is the son of the first president of Scotland, the revolutionary Arthur Winsey. He was a well-known diplomat from the foreign ministry, the son of the president. Oh, okay. They're observing the hall in silence. He explained why real politics is important for successful foreign policy. He argued that a strategy based on practical and materials factors would be much more successful in reaching Scotland's ambitions. He argued that strategy based on practical and material factors would be much more successful in Scotland's ambitions. Strategy based on practical and material factors. Okay. Agree on principle? You question what you were being taught. Your only concern was passing the exams. Honestly, yeah, I think my only concern was actually passing the exam at the moment. Soldiers entered the campus in the evening ahead of the first election. Oh! Many were in shock as the uniform men created a security cordon and started arresting the teachers. What? Why? A group of students started gathering in protest, along with your best friend, Per Pectron. No! They're taking my best friend! You decide to protest with the students, avoid any confrontation. Nah, man, you're not taking my best friend away. Screw you. I guess I protest because that's what I have to do. Let's protest. My first protest. Let's go. One of the officers made a loud announcement that echoed through the campus. General Luthering, the nationalist general who led a military coup and declared martial law in 1927. Declare martial law in order to restore the administration. Please stand back and disperse to your rooms. You join the students that slowly march towards the large group of soldiers. I see. I understand. Suddenly the soldiers charge. A student fell and was trampled as everybody started running away. No, we're not leaving, man. You're not leaving, man. If this is how my journey ends, so be it. I will held my ground. The soldiers beat you relentlessly. Ah! Crap! Well, that was a bad idea. It was a gloomy year. That wasn't my first time I got beat up, and it won't be my last, guys. We will keep fighting for the rights of the people. The coup split into the students into two groups and caused frequent fights. Torture and imprisonment of any opposing boys became a daily routine in Dyer, the second largest city in Sorland. Okay, you didn't want to stay idle and decided to join a human rights group, a student council, a political debate group. Let's join the student council. I feel like human rights group and a political debate group are bigger and can do more change. But I think that we should start small and change within. You know, like what we can change. So student council sounds perfect. The council was focused on increasing the student involvement in the campus along with the partaking in the budget. Through active participation, you gain budget management and leadership skills. In one of the meetings, Beth Bertrand, your best friend, introduced you to a classmate of his, Monica, the love of your life. Oh, you were immediately attracted to her diligence, beauty, or intelligence. Well, it definitely seems that if she's the love of my life, all of this seem about right. I'm going to say her diligence. Just because her beauty is kind of like, well, if she's the love of our life, then of course we end up falling for her beauty. That's too obvious. But I like this, her diligence. She mentioned to you that she was a volunteer for the Swedish League of Women, an organization campaigning for women's rights. How do we save the game? Okay, I guess it's just gonna say automatically, I guess. And hopefully it does last. I'm gonna like turn both airs, guys, just in case. I hope that the air doesn't like messes with the sound too much. Told her your whole heart. You mentioned to you that she was volunteer for the Social Look of Women organization campaigning for women's rights. You told her you wholeheartedly supported her cause. Weren't particularly interested in women's rights, but asked her to dinner nonetheless. No, you know what? Why not? Yeah, let's support her. Of course we. The political charged environment led you to join the Red Youth, to socialize. Join the Young Swords, the nationalists. Stay away from any political organization. I have no idea what's a nationalist and what's a socialist, guys. I'll be honest with you. I don't know which one is better. Red Youth, Young Swords. They almost have the same name. I have no idea. Stay away from any political organization. Yeah. The radio. Yeah, I don't confidently know either. Yeah. I don't know those parties. I don't know what a socialist or a nationalist is. I know what a Republican and Democrat are, but like, you know, I don't want to get into a debate of that. Patriots? Oh, yeah. Okay, Patriots. So Republicans. Got it. It's okay. We're just not gonna take any sides. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think so. Socialites are more for the people. Yeah, but we're gonna stay in the middle anyway. We're not gonna pick any of their sides. Cause like we're trying to pick our side. The radio delayed that the communist general Ricard, the communist general who led an attack in 1928 against General Ludermin. Okay, so this is like a good guy. Surrounded Lydian. Yeah, Ludorin is evil, Ricard is probably good, and his troops, demanding their surrender. The refuse and heavy fighting broke out across the country. You just couldn't believe it. The army was fighting among themselves. Good? Skala planning to chaos. I mean, like take away the corruption. The clashes escalated into a full-blown civil war. The horrors made you isolate yourself for a while. Monica helped you cope, and love grew between the two of you. However, it was a difficult time for love. The chaos had to end. Hey, I love the beginning of the game, not gonna lie. The charisma Colonel Tarquin Sol, the president of the Sorland and the famous colonel who established the Republic in... Okay, this is our president, Tarquin Sol, and a general. Orchestrated a sudden attack at the capital where the Ludorinis and Ricard's forces were battling each other. He defeated both, ending the war. Let's go! A new constitution was written, and the military government began efforts to restore stability. I like this. Many people saw the colonel as a savior. He formed the United Sorland Party. Established in 1929 by Colonel Tarquin Sol, the USP is the governing party in Sorland, and ran as a president candidate. In the first ever single party elections, you voted for the United Sorland Party, you did not vote. I voted. I voted. USP, established by Colonel, the United Parties in the... Okay. USP won the election by a large majority. The military government announced a 4-year restoration period to transform to an entire civilized civilian government. After graduation, you kept seeing Monica. You were both interested in marrying and starting a family. Nice! However, a letter arrived from the military calling you to fulfill your compulsory service. No! It was time to serve your nation duty. Great! Devastating civil war from neighbor Welland, the Republican Welland's a young and fragile republic located southeast Mercopa. Devastating civil war from neighboring Welland quickly turned into a proxy war between regional and world powers. The distinguished Major Joseph Lansay, a famous commanding officer from the Sword Army Force who led you. The distinguished Major Joseph Lansay ordered you to lead your squad on border patrol mission. It was a very cold winter night when you began marching out of the government outpost. You could see your breath. After several hours of marching through the snowy hills, distant noises were heard. The visibility was too low to confirm the source, so the squad crawled forward into formation and found a spot to assert. A group of refugees had made it beyond the border fence. You escorted them back. Yeah. The refugees were in despair when they realized that you were taking them back to the border. Screams and protests ensued as they were restrained. You delivered them to the border's guards. After several months of military service. Well, they can't. Well, I'm not gonna let you escape. Like they're gonna like get me instead. Your duties ended and you went back to civilian life. Oh, okay. Oh, this is a lot of options. What the? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is like before I start the game. Wow. Amazing. You and Monica decide to share your lives together on July. After receiving the blessing of her parents, a ceremony was held in Holzhorn, the capital. Nice. During the same year, you were offered a high-paying job within the governing United Sorland Party. Awesome. It was important to start your career on a good foot, so you accepted it. Working for the ruling party was the easiest path to power. The financial compensation was too great to pass up. It was the best opportunity to change the country for the better. Yeah. You became the foreign policy assistant to one of the more experienced members of Assembly. You worked long and hard, reviewing dozens of foreign policy plans late into the night. You were climbing the ladder. Perfect. The president of Sorland and the famous colonel the Republic, Darkwing Soul, gave amnesty to the remaining faction of the Civil War and shows the escalation and appeasement. The institution and symbols of the former kingdom were slowly replaced. His government launched several new initiatives, such as a citizen-funded build program to revolutionize the economy, a social labor initiative to help reveal and improve society, and a large dam project to large dam project to solve the energy crisis. I can't say it with. The first multi-party election in the history of Sorland were held, or a major event. Each circle isn't just one choice either. Each circle is a year. Yeah, it is. It definitely seems like, yeah, it is a year. Let me show you. We started in 1998, but it's not like a year in a row. It's like a major event of how and what's making us our character. So we started like on the beginning. I cannot go back though, so I can't show you, but this is where we pick up like when we were kids. And it's been, how old are we actually right now? Well, we're born in 1998. And it's been 22 years. Okay, so we're 22 right now. 25. We're 25 right now. 25 years old, 1993. The first multi-party his government launched several new initiatives, full bills program to reduce the economy, social labor, reveal, improve society. The first multi-party election in the history of Sorland were held. President Darkwood Soul was elected once more. Okay. The preparation of a comprehensive trade agreement with Agnolia was occupying most of your personal time, but your significant contribution to the trade talks triggered an invitation to meet President Darkwing Soul himself, who offered you a key position. You were to become the youngest member of the Assembly. Ooh. You know what? I accepted it right away. Yeah, there's no doubt, man. I trust him. As the youngest MP, it was difficult to connect with the influential inner circle. You needed allies, so you brought on my best friend, Petra, as your right hand. The birth of your son, Frank, provided a brief moment of joy and relief. You sacrificed work to spend time with your family, sacrificed family time to improve your position in the party. Nah. What's the mood? Nah, man, I spend the time with my family. Thank you very much. During your absence, Petra found trustworthy contacts and strengthened your position in the party. Thank you, Petra. At the same time, President Soul increased his authority over the years. His growing ego started to cause strife within the USP. The cracks began to open. Oh. President Soul barely secured a major election against the opposition leader. Over the next year, the Swordfish people grew increasingly disconnected with the corruption and the worsening quality of life. Economic growth was slowly down. Oh my god. Meanwhile, calls for a united Sorland Party Congress became louder as the leadership struggle started to brew. You watched from the sideline, kept supporting the president, joined the internal opposition. I'm gonna keep supporting the president because he supported us. He's like a friend, you know? The contender for party leader was Eswald Alphonse, a reformist businessman who had become the leader of the reformist wing of the United Sorland Party. A reformist and talented business magnate with growing follower base within the party. President Soul noticed your attempts to secure votes for him and approached you with a lucrative deal. You have a meeting with him. The president offered you the position of Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade in the next government if you back him in the incoming vote. Okay. I mean, I already was supporting you, man. Thank you for the, but thanks for the offer. The Congress was nothing short of impressive. The banners of the United Solar Party went decorated every spot. Thousands of influential political figures, lobbyists, and benefactors gathered for these turning points. The voting for the party leadership began. You voted for Darkwing Soul. You voted for Eswell. I'm voting for Darkwing Soul, man. He literally has like won the war for us, you know. Like, yeah, Eswell could be different, and maybe the economy could be better for the country. But Darkwing Soul cares about us, I think. As far as I know, I think Darkwing Soul's the right choice. No! Unfortunately, Darkwing Soul lost the leadership vote to Eswell Alphonse by a small margin. God damn it! During the Congress, Soul announced he would retire from politics at the end of his terms and appointed Alphonse as vice president. The system he had established were to stay much longer. His achievement wouldn't be forgotten. You were happy that Soul was finally leaving. Were troubled by the departure of Soul. Didn't care about who was in charge. I'm kinda troubled because we were supporting him. A month later, your daughter was born. Monica named her Diana. She motivated you during a tumultuous period in the party. As the VP and the leader of the USP, Eswell Alphonse began dismantling the old organization and structure established by the USCP, such as the State Educator Corps and the Sorted State Corporation bills. The general elections were approaching. The United Solar Party was under new leadership. You joined the party effort and campaigned for him. I guess that we could try to help him. Did your best not to help him, like, because we could still do a change if we do help him. Okay, we're almost done. During the general elections, the minor opposition leader was embroiled in a sex scandal with his secretary. He was replaced by the more popular figures, Franz Richter, a new and popular figure from the People Freedom and Justice Party who currently serves as his leader. Okay, a freedom fighter. But the damage had been done, friends. The new economic policies and the extensive privatization program proposed by Eswell Alphonse secured the election victory for the United Solar Party. Oh my god. I didn't want Eswell Alphonse to win, man. I don't trust him. Over the following years, you did your best in order to make Sorland a better place, try all that was necessary to climb up the ladder, dedicate yourself to the party and its success. Nah, man, screw the success of the party. I care about like making my land a better place. The president of Alphonse saw many bold reforms in government and law and advancing liberal democratic values. He valued your support through. However, due to confinement and disorganization, continental economic tensions and fast-track privatization, it was followed by a severe economic recession. Is that bad? What's an economic recession? The other parties announced their bids for the 1953 elections, but the unfair election system hampered opposition efforts to campaign. You thought that your party could not survive another crisis. Were worried about the economic recession. What's an economic recession? Worried that your reputation would be tarnished along with Alphonse. You're on your own, buddy. I don't want my reputation to go down. Yes, I'm worried that my reputation is getting tarnished, bro. I ain't hanging out with you. With Petrel, your presence into USP grew. The two of you worked long nights together. He flipped opponents to your side. You became the face of a new wing of the party. Step by step and with adequate planning, your wing took over the leadership as President Alphonse lost control of the country. The moment to make a move have come. You blame Alphonse for the crisis on television. Brian extorted Alphonse in a circle. Advised Alphonse to step down. Yeah, Alphonse, I'm not that bad, so I'm just going to advise you to take a break. Let me take charge for once. He listened to your advice. Alphonse can see the leadership struggle, and the party eventually voted you in because of the indisputable influence. Let's go! Yeah, I have good influence! Following this, you announced that you would be running for president in the general election with Petra as your running mate. It was our turn. After visiting every city and town during the campaign, you made a speech on state television. You promised to enact democratic reforms. Preserve national values, guys. Great nation of Sorland. Due to our incompetent leadership, enemies bow internal external influence our glorious nation. Today more than ever, we need to unite under one flag and frontier values. Gracie Scorland. The Swordish for Great Scorland. The broadcast ended. And election day, millions went to cast their vote. It was time to face the truth. Alright, we completed the prologue. Okay, I'll be honest, the freaking prologue was like good, you know? That was like so good. Alright, hair. Ooh. Oh, okay, man. Thanks for the lurk. Appreciate it. Alright, we're gonna build my president, so yeah, no problem. Alright, we could look like the mob, man. Like the Godfather, like thank you for visiting me on the day of my wedding's daughter's day. How can I help you? I actually never seen the Godfather, guys, so sorry if I'm not doing the scene correctly. Default. Nice! I like this! Alright, looking good, buddy. Default is okay for this. My background... yeah. Ooh! Look at this, man! Oh my god, bro! Alright, that's our president! That's how I like to look, man! Yep. Gonna be all fancy and drink with the pinky, bro. Gonna be like this. Alright, elected in 1953, United Solan Party. Let's finish. Are you sure about your customization choices? Absolutely. Anton Rain. Can I change my name? No, I can. Okay, I guess I am Anton Rain. How do I save the game though? I don't want to lose my pro. Okay, I can't save the game. As Anton Rain, you have made consequential promise to the people of Sorland to gain their votes in the 1953 elections. Campaign, consider this community careful. Economic direction. After the recent market reforms and the recession, the country finds itself stuck between two differential economic systems with indecision and turbulence, causing the population to demand the action. Promote planned economy or promote market economy? Let's go market economy. That sounds cooler. The global as Anton, you have made consequential promises to the people. Okay, I think we read this already. Diplomatic leaning. The global rivalries between capitalists and Arskia in the west, the monarchy of Rumberd in the north, and the communist United Contana in the east are intensifying. Sorland had the opportunity to align with others or lean towards neutrality. The monarchy of Rumberg to the north and the communist knights in the east are intensifying. I don't know who. Okay. The gold rivals between capitalist Arcasia in the west, the monarchy of Rumberg to the north, and the communist knights in the east are intensifying. Let's go with neutrality, man. I don't. In the last 5 years, Bloodish, Wetstick, and Agony immigrants flocked to Sorland due to relaxed immigration law enacted by former President Edward Alphonse. Okay, hold on a minute. This actually sounds kind of familiar. Okay, so a lot of immigrants are coming to my town. As a result, these tensions are causing requests for political solution. Tough immigration laws or retain relaxation immigration? I'll be honest, guys. I'm in favor for immigration. I'm in favor for people being coming here. I just do want them to work harder, that's all. So if people are willing to work hard, I think we should let everyone in. Nah, retain relaxed immigration, man. Term focus. The once praised public education system of the nation has suffered significant setbacks in the last decade. The lack of new schools, high students to teacher ratios, low teacher salaries, and even the lack of classroom equipment in certain parts of the country cause massive diversion in the public education system. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is kind of like what we want to focus on. The Source Armed Defense Force were the nation's most fun branch until the Alphonse government reduced the defense budget significantly. Wow, okay. When the increase of saber rallying threats looming in the north by rumbling and the growing presence of the superpowers in the region, the recruit reference of the staff matters more than ever. Nah. The recently culminating political tension between the different youth groups and socioeconomic pressures between multiple classes of societies increase the issues of the law and enforcement system. Police need to help keeping up with increased crimes rate. Simultaneously, judges in courts dealt with an enormous glowing backlog of legal cases. That is bad, but it does get worse to lawyers. Scotland's health system and healthcare quality has stagnated due to administrative inefficiency, increased service demands, and an increased dividing in service quality between urban and rural hospitals. The average life expectancy has dropped significantly, with issues such as maternity deaths and disease outbreaks. Let's focus on education, guys. Yeah, I think education is really important. 2 weeks have passed since we won the election. Okay. There's definitely a lot of reading, guys. Military service, Scottish General Staff. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all this, I just wanna see what it is. The law. Okay. The economy. Welfare. Nice. There's a lot of stuff. I would like read this if I was like legitimate doing a series, guys. But I'm not gonna read all this. I'm not gonna read all this just because it's like one time. It might be a one-time thing for a while. So yeah. Connections. This is our best friend. Alright. Pete, Lucian, Joseph, Simon, Gus. I just wanna see what my allies might be. Codex. Wow. Who else is president besides former presidents? Arthur, Eswell, and Tarquin Soul. Okay, those were like other presidents. Party leaders. State figures, Supreme Court. Yeah, okay, that's a lot. I just gonna assume everybody's important. You know, they can tell me everything later. 2 weeks have passed since we won the election. Let's go! And now I was about to be sworn in as the fourth president of Sorland. Thousands were watching the inaugural ceremony and sharing my name, Anton Rain. Can I change my profile? No, I wanted to see if I could take off my hat. I like my hat, but you know, I was also thinking maybe I could take it off. Thousands were watching the inaugural ceremony and sharing my name. Alright. The die was cast. The die was cast and there my story began. In the distance, the Maroon Palace stood on top of the famous Hill of Pride. I have no way of knowing what future awaited me there. I look at my family, my son and daughter, Frank. I want to see a look at my family. Okay, that's Frank. He's currently studying at the Hosworth Marking High School. That's my daughter, Diana. It's the daughter of Anton and Monica. She's attending elementary school. And that's Monica, my wife. She's the current First Lady of Sorland. Alright? You know what? Like in my family. Then I turned towards the key people who made it all possible. Of course, each individual was promised an important position in my government. I saw my previous rivals and former president, Eswell Alphonse. How you doing, Eswell? Yeah, who gave me a slight nod. Darkwing Soul was also invited, but I suspected he didn't leave his island retreat. Orso Hacker. As my thoughts slowly faded away, the reality of the situation dawned on me. Orso Hacker, the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, was waiting for me. Okay, that's Orso Hacker. He is like a full story, but cool. Okay. The time for the O has come. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear that I will respectfully execute the office of the President of Sorland. And to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. And to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend. To protect and defend the people and the Constitution of the Republic of Sorland. You may now deliver your inaugural speech, Mr. President. It is an honor. It is an honor, sir. Dear citizens of Sorland, brothers and sisters, my fellow swords, brothers and sisters. The crow looked very eager to listen to me. The idea of unity, the current dire situation, change and hope. The current dire situation, change and hope. The idea of unity. For many generations, this country and its long history has kept us tied to an idea, the idea of unity, and our people ripe for a free and prosperous life. If we stand together, we prevail. They issue that plaque us our capabilities. Our workers are no less productive than a decade ago. Our capable minds are no less invented. Our products and services no less requested than they were last week, last month, or last year. I promise you we will stop the recession and eliminate poverty. The future awaits us. Sorland is above all in the world. First, we must rewrite our broken constitution from 1999. The future awaits us. Sorland is above all in the world. Future awaits us. Sorland's It is time for a united and powerful Sorland once. Change now, not in the next decades or years. Today. Our capacity as a nation has never been greater. Change now, Not in the next decade or years. Today. Change now. Not in the next decade or years. We'll do it today. Hundreds of thousands cheered. They were shouting my name in unison. I felt the responsibility, the power, and the burden all at the same time. Raise fist, wave, enjoy the moment. I raised my fist in the air, which triggered a huge burst of applause. I took along at the people of Sorland to burn the moment into my memory. One of the presidential guards came by to notify me that it was time to leave. I made my way to the leading car in the motorcade. The president's state car was jet black Calida with flags of Sorland above the front. Next to it, a man was holding the door. Hello, Mr. President. Driver and bodyguard. Oh, hi. How you doing, my bodyguard? I still feel a fear from the aftermath of my speech. Hearing my new title made me smile even more. If you allow me to introduce myself, I am Serge, your new driver. How you doing, Serge? Nice to meet you, Serge. It's an honor. He respectfully bowed his head before opening the car door and gesturing inside. I entered the car. We will be heading towards the palace. The motorcycle began to move on the day. Serge proceeded to explain his duties as a driver. As a minute passed by, I found myself lost in thought again, barely paying attention to what he was saying. He suddenly gestured out the window. Isn't it a beauty, the Maroon Palace? Oh, okay. The Maroon Palace is like our house. It's like where we live, right? Nice. He was right. Sunlight glinted off the palace's many maroon-colored domes. It was so bright that I had to look away. Every time I look at it, I am reminded of my duty to his nation. It's in good hands now. So do I, Serge. It is the beating heart of the nation, after all. We all owe great debt to the men who led the country from here. It's just a building, Serge. So do I, Serge. It is the beating heart of the nation, after all. Well said, Mr. President. The car drove past the Majesty gates, continued uphill to entrance and stopped in front of the door. Serge got out of the car and opened the door for me. Have a great day, Mr. President. Morgana Westcore. He referred to the famous Swedish press from the times of revolution, Morgan Westcore, Bectern Sista, which meant morning will come, victory is close. Morna Westcore Becter Dissa, to you too. Search. Becter Sista. I made my way upstairs by the extravagant corridors of the palace. Marble and engraved wooden finishes decorated the interior. Honestly, guys, I do value and hold tradition and honor a lot. Personally, I feel like that is something that we should never forget, to like be able to hold it together. My footstep echoes in the colossal halls. The guards bow their heads in respect as I open the massive doors to my new office. Okay. Alright. I before I press this, I wanna press everything else. The long campaign bill has once taken center stage in Grand Nation Assemble. Rain spoke of unity. Alright. President of Anton, the new president has been sworn in the office. I'm just gonna do like quick reading on this, guys. Like I said, I just wanna check out how the game is. Like if I was doing a series, I would be reading all this, but like this is for the marathon of games, so I'm just trying to like get a general idea of how the game is. Alright. Economics. Is that supposed to be economical people and solonomics? Okay. Cool. The new assembly begins. Radical. Alright. I wonder, depending on the kind of president you are, if this can change or not. Geopolito. Oh, okay. Let's close this. Government budget 7 money? Minus 20 minutes, max 30. Jay! Welcome in, my friend! Thank you for the stress hydrate. That's a lot of stuff, man. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Double hydrate. Got it. I'm drinking water first. Alright. So, nice thing about being a face cam. Oh, I do have to like stand up. You guys can see me stretch. I'm not making it up. Thank you. Thank you for the self-care package, Jake. I might make that into one thing, honestly. Into one redeem. How you doing, Alex? I'm doing good. I'm gonna give you a big shout out, my friend. Before we move on. I'm doing really good. I started streaming a little bit late than my usual because I was thinking like I wasn't feeling I wasn't feeling like I was feeling a little down the water earlier. So I was considering if I wanted to stream or not, but I felt like, you know what? It's better to stream late than never. So yeah. Always important to take care of yourself. Yeah, I know. I need to do that more, man. Happy to hear you're doing well. Alright. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, absolutely. Same goes for you. Jake, before we move on, is there like a question for a good advice that you want me to give you? No, it's okay, man. Don't worry. Anything? Alright. So, we're playing a precedent game. So, this is an advice for like, if you ever get a position in any kind of job, you need to try to stay humble. Because with great power, it can come great responsibility, like the speech from Spider-Man that he says, with great powers, great responsibility comes. But also great burdens come with another job, with a better position, with a bigger position. And you need to try to stay humble so you don't lose friends and family along the way. This is an advice. This is an advice I'm giving you because we're playing a precedent game. So you should always try to honor those ones who help you get to where you are. That's the advice that I will give you. I hope that helps. Let's continue playing. Yeah, never let corruption and power cloud your mind, bro. Because sometimes you lose good people and they might never come back. Alright, so what am I supposed to be doing? Lauren, Abori, what's this? Open seating formation? Ethnicity? Yeah, so we're playing like this game. This is for my marathon of games, and there's a lot of stuff in this thing. Lack of investment. Yeah. I'm just gonna read all of the reports. I'm not really reading them. I'm just opening. Low production in Ackland. Oh, okay. Congratulations. Thank you guys. Logistic issues. Okay, well, thank you for letting me know like the entire country is like. Oh my god. Okay. Let's go back. Read report. Port of last year loses importance. Yeah, no, there's the game has a lot, but we're not gonna read. I'm just trying to like get a feel of how the game works. Definitely a lot of reading. The beginning was amazing, and we were able to create our character. There is our president, Anton Rain. Like we customized the way he looks, so I kind of look like the Godfather. I tried to look kind of like, give me like that mob kind of vibe, with like the cigar and stuff, drinking with like the pinky. All right, let's see what we have to do here. We have 7 money and 1 person or well. Open seating formation. Okay. This is ethnicity. Mostly Swordish. Makes sense. And then we have a Swordish, Agno-Swordish, a lot of Bloodish. Okay, so I'm gonna say these are like minorities, I think, right? Ethnicity, like, okay, so Swordish is like our nation, and these are like the minorities. Other 3%, religion. I have no idea what these religions are. That's Nuridi. Christian same, Reform, and okay, I'm gonna assume this is Christianity, and these are like other religions that are kind of like a little less. Alright. 5.2 million people. My god, there's a lot of people here. Okay. Brief on the current political situation. Arrived a couple of minutes early and sat across from me, he was struggling to hold back his smile. We did it, Anton. We won. Finally, all those years where the noses at the Greenstone paid off. Thank you for thank you for the 3-day streak, Jake. Appreciate it. Thank you for like staying loyal, my friend. It looks amazing. Thanks. Yeah, man, it is like definitely looks like a good game. It's just that we're doing it for the marathon of games, so I'm skipping a little bit of reading. Petrus Ice Sparks. I hope that you guys don't mind I'm skipping some reading. I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to get a feel of the game. Like, if we ever play the series, I promise I'll read everything that's necessary of the game for me to read. Petrus Ice Sparks. The strain of the past months have put a damper on his usual rascalish charm, but today he was looking and acting more like his old self. He loosened his tie and undid the top of his shirt. Enjoy the new secretary I pick out for you. Though you appreciate her George's set of talents, it's a shame the rest of your stat are inaccessible on the eyes. Thanks, bestie. I was happy to stay loyal to all my friends. I don't mind the skipping, not too much of a fan of reading. Oh, I love reading. That's the thing, Jake. I actually do love reading. But I only want to read if I'm gonna be doing a series, you know? He gestured to the slide, pushed the portrait over his waistband. But hey, back in university, do you ever imagine we would be sitting here in the Maroon Palace? We have to celebrate this great victory. Let's celebrate then. I got my hands on something special for us. An elderly Maroon 30-year-old. We will celebrate at the inaugural ball. Just hang in there until the evening. This is not the time to celebrate today. We have work to do. No, we could celebrate. But let's celebrate until later. We will celebrate the inaugural ball. Just hang in there until evening. Looking forward to it. Evelyn hopes to congratulate you in person day. Guys, remember, sometimes if you don't celebrate right away, that just means that the next time you celebrate, you could add the anticipation and go crazier. Good to know it's been... Look, Evelyn hopes to congratulate you in person. Good to know. It's been some time since the last time I saw her. I'm sure the kids would love to see their Uncle Pete for the first time as the vice president. We'll see each other at the ball then. I'm sure the kids will love to see their Uncle Pete. I'm sure... That is great to hear. It's great how fast the two have grown up. You're a good father. Peter had wished looking in his eyes. He and Evelyn had never been able to have kids of their own. During our campaign, the opposition had floated the rumor that he fathered illegitimate children during the wildest years, but he had never been sustainable. Hey man, you do what you do to have kids if you want them. The door swing and Lucian Galay. Who's this guy? Okay. He was compact man with sharp beard-like features and briefly surveyed the room from wall to wall. He sat down, pouring a glass of water, opening his briefcase in a series of quick, graceful moments. Gentlemen? The tall case closed in the room struck 3 o'clock. Damn, you're exactly on time. Hello, Pete. Lucian then turned towards me. He very slightly bowed his head. Glad to see you, Lucian. It is a privilege to be here, sir. Lucian spoke in soft, clear tones, immediately drew your attention towards what he had to say. Pete and a way for him to proceed. Let's start by evaluating our current situation. The majority of the Swedish people demand change. They are more concerned about the economy than the constitution. But they blame the system for the problems. Okay, you know what? Fair enough. So the economy sucks, and the constitution is not perfect. Got it. People are losing their trust in our democracy. Why do you think radicals like Bernal circus are becoming more popular? Everyone expecting us to bring the change to the last government did not. Yeah, that's kinda sucks for us to be, right? Franz Richter, leader of the enforcement, believes that true change can only be accomplished by transferring some of our powers to the Assemble. I will move into the details of their demands shortly. Alright. I agree with the reformers. Our responsibility is to democratize our broken system. We need to listen to the people if we want to serve this country. If we lose power, we won't be able to execute the changes we need to make for the good of the country. That is really true. We don't want to lose the power. But I feel like we do need to listen to the people. We need to listen to the people who want to serve the country. It will not be easy. No, I know, but we still have to. That's the point of being a leader, bro. We will need many allies against the old guard in the government. Mr. Richter managed to persuade many members of Assemble to give their support for drafting a new constitution. Reforming's political quickly increasing in number. While the reforms wing side are political still a minority, they could have a tri-president Assemble, especially if they unite under Franz Richter. No! The USP reinforcement are in wrong to agree that we need change, but we should be in charge. Mr. Richter could be potential ally in our goal to maintain a majority in Assemble. Our party must fall in line in our position. We can't have a strong divide. I agree with them, but we should still be in charge. The USP reformers aren't wrong to agree that we need change, but we should still be in charge. We can't let the PFGP leadership take the spotlight on this. We cannot. The reformers' demands are clear. They want to limit the president's veto power, ensure that the Supreme Court is independent, and take away the court's right to vote on constitutional amendments. I understood half of that. I support reformers. We need a proper balance of power in this country. We must listen to their demands, otherwise we're not different than the previous administrators. I won't allow them to influence me. We will shape our own future. Nah, they're not influencing me. I know what's best. I won't allow them to influence me. I have the final voice. I agree, sir. Thank you, Lucian. The old guard will do his best to preserve the Constitution. Chief Justice Hawker and his ally judges have great influence over the Supreme Court, which will be tough to break. Guys, this game is like really political. Like, I mean, it makes sense, but like, it does make me question a lot of self-values and like, if good politics actually go through like conversations like this. Because this is like insane. The court also has the final say over your constitutional legislation. Without their approval, we cannot even change it. That is very true. We'll need a comprehensive bill to balance the power to structure more fairly. We must break the power of the Supreme Court one way or another. I'd rather not go against them. The risks are too high. Some of this is very confusing. No, I know. I'm like reading half of this and I'm like, I understanding half of what they're saying, Jay. You're not the only one, okay? I get you, man. I'm only making choices to tell you the truth, bro. I'm like reading half of this and I'm like, yeah, let's go with that. You know, I have no idea what I'm doing. This is like, they're using too many fancy words for me, man. Yeah, let's make a bill. I do understand this. This is gonna just pass a law or something. Yeah, let's create a bill. We need a comprehensive bill to balance the power structure more fairly. I agree, the old guard won't like this though. Yeah, they're not gonna like anything. They're about like the old ways. Comprehensive reform that will make the reformists happy would mean maintaining balance between all branches of government. Oh yeah, it might not pass, which means removing your absolute veto as well. The reformists demand that all loopholes in the Constitution are closed. Oh. Okay, so this is kind of dangerous for us to do. Because they could try to remove us as president. We're not gonna underestimate the situation though. We can figure it out. Our party still holds 130 out of 250 seats in the Assemble. We got the power. Barely. My god, that's not like by a lot. That's like 5 people. That's like a 55%, guys. That's like really... I mean, it's good, it's strong, but It's not like insane, you know? However, to reform the constitution, we must receive a 2/3 majority of the Grand National Assembly, which is 166 votes, and a simple majority in the Supreme Court that equals to 6 votes. Okay. We have 130, so 166 doesn't seem too hard. I don't know how difficult it would be to get 6 votes though. After we have selected, we have to proceed. We will need to talk with our party figures. Our first goal must be to get the 150 signatures needed to start progress. Okay. Following the green line from the USB, we would really reach to the other party leaders to see if they would back our draft. The last step is to convince the justice of the court. The entire process will take a long time when we start working with a reform committee to evaluate possibilities for the new constitution. We will write a more democratic constitution with reforms. The new constitution should give the president ranging powers to lead Sorland in the future. We could work with the old guard to protect our existing extensive powers. Let's work with the old guard. Just so they don't become our enemies. How? You know the Republic wants us to enact extensive reforms. How do we know if the old guard would support you? Hey man, it's just an idea. If we go against the demands of the people, the reinforcements will be furious. It could backfire. True, we can't do it. It's too dangerous. We can handle it. Just like the previous governments did. The previous governments lost. I literally study history, bro. Like literally, like the true people that tried to do this everything on their own kind of fail. Yeah. Let's do dangerous. We have to support the people. It's not a risk. It is not a war risk taken, Mr. President. What is the best outcome for us then? According to the initial draft we made with the reinforcements, there are 2 changes to the constitutions that are not open for their discussions. First, the Supreme Court will no longer vote on constitutional amendments. Okay, that's heavy. Second, the president's absolute veto will be taken away. This can be replaced with a limited veto system by fixing the current loopholes. I have no problems with the clauses. Let's work with the reinforcements. No, this is not happening. I'd rather not include either of this. You know what? Screw it. We'll be a good president, so they shouldn't take us off. I have no problem. Yes, sir. We will form and reform committee together with all parties and start reaching to all stakeholders in the Assembly and the Court for the new constitution. Got it. By later in the year, we should have an idea of the reform contents and what the other parties want. Got it. This is a lot of reading, guys! Another important point which made me aware of the lowering group, the converse. Okay. The new leader is Walter Tuss. Got it. According to reports, Tuss and the group. Got it. I want to work with them anyway. I won't be bad, it won't happen. I will enter dialogue with them eventually. We need to be diplomatic. We won't let this privileged, greedy, and snobby capitalists run the country. Get out of my land! Let's be diplomatic. I'll enter dialogue with them eventually. We need to be diplomatic. Wise approach. It's good to understand and see if we can reach middle ground. As far as I know, Conrad's son Marcel has strong ties. Oh my god. Okay. I am aware of Mr. Coronin's wide network. That could come in handy. The group influence is an important force, one that we should use. That group is independent of economic policies. Tuss is heading the group. We should make sure he's on our side. Yeah, let's make Tuss on our side. Tuss is heading the group. We should make him on our side. He'll be useful ally as well. Tuss has an incredible network and owns a good amount of Burgess steel. Okay. We need to tread carefully on all sides. We'll power players to survive our turn. I need to underline the seriousness of the situation. The military and the general staff, a powerful enemy in the state. History tells us the dangerous one too. We do have to make sure to change by reducing. Okay. Alright. So besides being a lot of dialogue in this game, I wonder if this is like the game. We've been going for like an hour, 20 minutes, guys. I haven't done anything but making choices. Now, that's okay if that's the game, but I want to know if there's like, I don't know, other stuff to do. Like maybe I could like look at like drafts or paperwork and be like, pass this, don't pass this, you know, like, how do I know how I'm doing, you know? I want to receive the advice of the military before. I don't want to die in prison just like Arthur. With the rumored threat theorization we can reduce, the military has been nothing but a burden in our society. We should do something drastic like cutting their funding. You know what? Yeah, we don't need military. Screw them, man. The military has been nothing but a burden on our society. We should do something drastic. Yes, we need money. This is possible, but we can't be sure that there will be a strong negative reaction. If we push the military too far, it could cause real trouble. Defend Mr. Yostav is more loyal to us compared to General Kroger. Fact that's obviously can change. Yeah, but I don't want the military, man. If we act strongly against the military, both of these guys will unite against us. I agree with Lucian. We need to tread carefully here. Oh my. Okay. Well then, gentlemen, precisely 30 minutes. This concludes our political briefing for today. Our next meeting will be about our media strategy. Talk to you, sir. Talk to you soon, sir. I will keep in touch. See you, boat. Lucian and Petri bid farewells. Oh. Oh, okay. Seaman holes, manager, two assistants. Guys, do you really think that's an economical advance in Ahoy? We're only gonna play for like 2 hours, guys. There's a lot of reading in this game, and I don't mind reading, like I said, guys. Like I usually like reading a lot, but I only want to read if I'm making a series. Good morning, everyone. I'm very well motivated, Mr. Rain. I can clearly see that. What was the discussion about? We were having discussion about the instruction plans. We will get there, guys. Alright, let's begin. Alright. So there's definitely a lot of talking. I think this is the job, personally, but like, wow. Yeah, doesn't. Yeah, like. 16.6% in employment. That's a lot. Oh my god, 10% inflation sounds bad too. Alright. Recession. Uh-huh. Okay. What is our GDP? That's a lot of money. Wait, that's a lot of money, bro. We have $310 billion? Like Swedish rent and the national debt. Oh. Oh god. Okay, so we have 310 billion, but we still need to pay another 117. Okay, well, we're screwed. Thank you. Man, our previous presidents fucked us, bro. This is a lot of work. Uh-huh. Okay. So, there is a small problem with this on this game. And it's that, personal well, minutes, 15. I still not support it. Why promote the private sector when we have qualified sale and franchise? That the lack of competition. What are the downsides of the? What are the consequences of the free market? Okay. Guys, I don't like economy. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not a fan of political stuff. Yeah, and then you'll be like, why are you playing this game? Well, because I got to be the ruler, guys. That's why. I wanted to like have a taste of what ruling would be like on the game. Now that I'm getting it and kind of regretting it a bit. I'm not like the most economical part. I don't understand economics as a science personally. Maybe I'm like maybe some of you might, but I don't. Exactly. Sol was right along his policies. Soarland will not be controlled by any nations. Still haven't decided if they wish to come with a deal. Time will show if staying neutral will work out. Yeah. Sure, we need to fight. But only we have to. Arcasia is another country, and if we end up in their sphere, Soarland will increase the influence in the war. In return for what? Our independence? Oh, I see what they're talking about. Okay. Okay, so our money... So there's like trades that we could do. Our economy's falling. We need to find a way so like our economy doesn't go down. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like like I said, I'm not really reading all this, but like kind of getting the logistics of what we're talking about. With a free market focus, bring us stronger allies. Okay, it's going to make us look in a positive light. That's really good. Let's finish with Alpha and start with the catalyst of free market reforms. Oh, the recession happened because of that. Oh, okay, so that's really bad. Oh, okay. I get it. I'm sorry. Okay, what's on our long-term? Choosing construction constructor. Okay. All right. The 5-year. All right. What are my final thoughts of the economy being shit? And like abandoning my democracy to survive the people and not having my country anymore. Let me think. Critical institutions must remain in the state control. We must fully responsible delivering. We should look at opportunities like privatization to create financial resource. A market economy doesn't require as much guidance and could help us attract foreign capital. That is true. It is hard to fully agree or disagree with these options. You already know what we're going to do. Do we? Market economy doesn't require as much guidance and could help us attract foreign capital. Foreign capital could be really good though. Especially from Arcasia President Walker. It's always interesting expanding economic zone to Otto. We could secure lucrative investment from... Yeah! What would our general economic plan promote? Promote a free market economy as we promised. I can't say that I agree with this. Maybe, but it does definitely bring us more allies and more people. Yeah, the recession could get worse, but it is good to try to bring more people together. Now that it's scary in which direction we are heading, I will work on good plan accordingly. Alright, thank you, Simon. Alright, so we're adding like new policies. Reform committee. Okay, okay, so this is like the laws that the country already has. Promote market economy. Okay, and then we're like changing stuff. For the better or worse of our country. Right? That's how this works? I have no idea, guys. Are this like the report of the cities and how we're doing with them, or? Okay, they want wine. Got you. What do you want? Nature preservation, got it. Okay, they need more money, they need more work. They need more work and more now. Got it. Agriculture, okay, these guys need food, these guys need jobs. Okay. So everyone is like, they want something, right? Infrastructure report. And like, it definitely seems like we need to like, make haste with them. Increasing of the homeless. Oh my god, these guys need money. Yeah, okay, so the neighbors city, they're just kind of like, hey, help us out, you know? So maybe once we start like doing certain things, maybe they'll become more friendly and they can gas field discovery. Ooh, okay. Narble has a gas discovery, that's good. Huh? Okay. Sorry, it's like things that I'm just supposed to read, things are happening. Okay, thank you for the congratulations, I guess. I've just received information from Nigeria about the sudden fire that broke out at the Holster University archives. What? They burned the school? They tried to burn the university? Oh, you little... Wow, guys, that sucks. Man, that's some like crazy vandalizing, man. No, we lost the records. All right, do we have backups at least? Ah, Marcel, I see. But it doesn't matter if they have money, man. They started a fire. He wants to meet me? Yeah, what does he want? Oh, man. Alright. There is potential. More allies. I mean, he said like he tried to do something crazy, or at least he knows who did it. Like I said, I'm not paying too much attention to it. The media will be independent, man. Well, I see what you're getting at. Okay, so we're gonna use the media for this meeting. Alright, that's my new secretary. That's my secretary, Livia. Excuse me, mister. I'll talk to him. It's a pleasure, Mr. Coranti. The pleasure's mine. Okay. Hmm. Alright. Okay, what does that entail, really? Okay, so he wants to like help us with like economically, and he wants to work as a business with us. I say why not? Alright, alright, alright. 21 news. Oh my goodness. Alright, so far what do we think of this game? A lot of reading, but really well designed. It is definitely a little underwhelming. It is definitely a little overwhelming. I was gonna say no, it's a little overwhelming. I don't think it's a bad game at all. I definitely think that if you want to play Sicilian, you definitely have to come really ready and like being able to like read a lot. And I think that a lot of people don't like reading as much like nowadays. I personally don't mind it. I'm not doing it for this specific chapter as I keep repeating before. But if I were to be playing the game, I would. Like I'm not making this a series. I'm just making it like a one playthrough right now. Like a one time. And then maybe later. Okay, so... Okay, this is the guy that we're supposed to be seeing. Invest in mega infrastructure. The Ministry of Economy has put forward two bold plans for mega infrastructure protection that will help with the economic recession in the long term. Investing in projects of this scale will take up some portion of our budget, but could prove worthwhile if we accomplish it successfully. Oh, okay, so this is where we use the money. Invest in mega infrastructure project. Oh, okay, okay. So this is like big money. This is like our options. Alright, I don't know what personal will is. It says that we have a maximum of 15. Minimum 20. I don't know what that really means, but like... Oh, okay, 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 okay. So we wanna read the reports first before we like go into like the big... Because this is like story mode. This is like legitimate story mode. Okay, and this is the ethnicity of like other places. And this is like all the countries in the world. Alright, we're gonna play like maybe like 2 more turns. Yeah, we're playing until 2 o'clock. We'll play until 2. We'll play for 2 hours, I mean. Let's campaign the financial bill. Yeah, not reading it. No, I know, I should probably be reading this, but like, nah, it's okay. Sign it. Alright, then these guys are gonna just tell me a bunch of stuff. Yeah, nothing. We need to pick up the most economic profit to grow. Improve the economy. What? Highway project or a high-speed rail project? Highway project. Yeah, we're making... That must become personal citizens. Oh. What do they want me to do? What did I agree? Highway project. Oh, okay. So it's like, it's like from a country to another country. Yeah, that's fine. Awesome. We just created a road, guys. All right, we're not gonna we're gonna keep the trade going no matter like our problems. That people don't have to suffer for it. Yep, settle on. Like, okay, let me just create a road, man. Thank you for all your contributions and thoughts. Let's go! We got a road. We're creating a road like through from Arbory to Lava Sharon. I think that's what we did, right? I could be wrong, guys. Feel free to tell me if I am because I'm half reading the game now. Oh, okay. So like, are we like a country or something? Kingdom of Rumber, like, we are a country, right? Sorland? Yeah, this is like our country. Alright, and there's like other nations. I really like the art of the game. I will give it a lot of props for that. The art of the game is like so pretty. And this definitely is like a lot of stuff that you have to do. So this is a really well built game. What is this? Unfair electoral funding. Why is it red? Oh! Oh wow! Oh wow, this is messed up. This is really messed up. This is yellow. This like because it's like also kind of bad or okay. So I'm gonna assume that the red stuff is like we're getting hated for not doing anything about or any of this. Okay. Seems okay. We have a lot of situations happening right now, guys. No, not as many, but some of them are jello, so we'll have to be careful with that. We are working a little bit with the economy and the route trade right now. Tourist potential, alright. Yeah, I kinda am more lenient with people entering to the nation, just if they wanna help, I am open for everyone to be helping. Economic stability. Hey, okay. Okay, so decline, but like, look at this. Hey, our economy is not and our economy is increasing again. Alright. Economy is probably one of the most important things, honestly. Yeah, like, if you think about it, like, with our economy, there's a lot of things you cannot do. If you don't have a good economy, then you cannot improve hospitals, education, you know, like, there's a lot of things you need, and if your economy is down to the floor, there's barely anything you can do, right? Under construction, yep, alright, and invest in RCN company stocks. Yeah, why not? Alright, so we don't have any personal wealth anymore. But we have a lot of government budget. Alright, so we went to the ball, celebrate with our children. Papa, Mama told me it's time to go. Yeah. Tell your mother I'll be better. I'll be ready very soon. Now, where's my first lady? Hey, look at that. How do you do, miss? Yes. Now where the hell is Frank? Frank! How do I look? Oh my. This thing itches. Toggle the color in his tuxedo. He seemed a little ease. Are you good to go, Frank? Oh my god. Alright, so Frank just doesn't like hanging out with like his family. Kinda makes sense, he's a teenager. Thanks, Monica. Alright. So it definitely sounds like it has like a really cool story. Now do I really have to go? Couldn't I stay home instead? It makes me look better, son. Yeah, I'm also nervous myself. Well, when you put it like that, sure, let's go. I have no idea what I'm doing. Alright. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then we're gonna meet those guys. I did. Yeah. Yup. I didn't even read what I click. Oh my god. I'll end the stream like in 15 more minutes. What time it is? 13 more minutes, guys. Alright. I think we're just gonna talk a little bit after this bar. And oh, what the? What was that? Oh! No! No! Don't worry about it. Oh my god. Okay. What the hell's going on, man? Yeah, like, tell me what's going on. Okay. Yeah. Everyone should be safe first. Okay. Shh. Not now. So. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, I'm like. Alright. So tell me, Car, do I have clowns for the security force? Yeah, do I have clowns? Then tell me how this circus show happened in my bowl. Good. This better not happen again, Car. Literally, he could have, like, literally because of this event, anyone could have died. Yeah. Oh my god, he got someone important. Okay, a poet tried to do all this. Why? Do you have something to do with this? You! Yeah. We will make sure of it if we ever play this game again. Huh. Okay, that was really cool. That was a really cool event. This took a dark turn. I know, I was like skipping some of the reading, but I still was kind of like when someone tried to kill me. Pete has done some shady business around, but he's trying to help me on his own corrupted, weird way. But I think that for now we're gonna change screen. Definitely seems that. What's this? Alright, I have no idea. I'm not gonna read that. I'm gonna read that another time. Notable members. Justice, they're reformists, centrists, old guard. Okay. So this is like the parties that we're trying to appease. The reformers are blue. I don't know I think centrist is like neutrality, like people on the neutral side. Like I'm on the neutral side, guys. The old guard reformants and the obligers. Oh, okay. Jello is rich. Got it. Oh, okay. These are like these are like the Democrats, and these are like the Republican. Got it. Yeah. That's all we're gonna see. I'm gonna assume that the game autosaves, and even if it doesn't, it's okay, because we're gonna probably end it here. Turn 1. Low from last. Okay. Let's go to the main menu. Yeah, this definitely took a dark turn at the end, and definitely I was a little mean to the guard, but that's because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. That was like really messed up. I'm gonna load the save to see like if it says that we're in turn 1. Huh. Economy unstable. Emergency meeting. Alright, okay, so it does autosave. It does autosave. Yeah. I was just wanted to know if it autosave, but it definitely seems like after you do an action, the game automatically saves, which is great. At the end of the day, the game did work perfectly, which is perfect. Yeah, let's exit. All right, guys. Thank you so much for thank you so much for joining. I'm gonna talk for a bit, and then we can end the stream. Honestly, this is not a long stream. I started kind of late, and honestly, this was one of those games that could go either way. I did like it personally, and I will give this. Let me think. A lot of reading can definitely be a turn off for many people. Not for me. I actually do enjoy reading, but I wanted to kind of like see how the gameplay was more about, which is why I skipped some of the dialogue. And honestly, like I said, I haven't been feeling. I'm been feeling a little under the weather today, so I didn't want to like keep pushing something if I didn't have to. And mostly it is a lot of reading and fanciness and political stuff and like a lot of things that people would not be into, believe me. Uh, as I said, definitely an interesting game. If you want to experience being a president, Susirian did a really good job. That kind of like made me feel like I was in the meeting, talking to all these bureaucrats, politicians, merchants, not knowing who to trust. Definitely gives you that vibe of not knowing who has your side, who doesn't. So far, my favorite characters are my family. I'll be honest with you, I'll trust them all. I don't trust Speed. After what happened on that last scene, I don't trust Speed. Petro, I think that's his name. Pet. 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 Yeah, I can't say his name. His name is Speed, man. That's what I'm calling him. I don't trust Speed. I trust the business guy a little bit at the beginning. I think that he definitely has ideas to improve the economy. The people who wanted to build the road, that was also smart, but also they're kind of like shady. Uh, it is difficult to know who to trust, and yes, I could be reading everything, but even reading everything's not gonna tell me who to trust. So yeah, uh, that was a lot of fun, guys. I think I will give, Susirian a solid. I'll give it a 7. Yeah, I'll give it a 7. Because the atmosphere is amazing. The art style is really good. I like the choices at the beginning, and the beginning of the game was fantastic. Like it was like way too different gameplay when you were building my childhood. That was fantastic. Having to make choices, how to become president. It was super cool. How we met our wife, how we got our kids, like how we got to know some of the other political figures. The main core of the gameplay is also kind of okay. It is a lot of reading, and for the most part, it can be a lot of fun if you get into the roleplay experience. But I don't think it's a game for everyone. So with that being said, yeah, thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys